Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley. Today I'm here with
The man, Austin Wolkin. No. How's it going, Cam?
Austin. It's going well. Thank you for coming on the show for our Class 5 district predictions. You'll also be here for Class 6.
Yep, I'll be back here for Class 6. You know, it's 6:36 a.m. in the morning right now, and if this doesn't show any dedication, I don't know what does.
So funny thing, I had my alarm set for 5 o'clock, and either I was tired enough to turn it off and not remember doing it, or it didn't go off. So I woke up to your call saying that you're 5 minutes away. So
Yeah, I was going to say, your voice sounded like you just woke up, and I was like, did I just wake Cam up?
yeah, so that was a whoopsies, but we're all good. We're ready to go here, and we're going to talk about these 8 districts. So District 1 is on your screen right now. We'll start it off with the 1 seed. Farmington is 23-2. The 8 seed, DeSoto, 4-22. The 4 seed is Hillsboro, 12-11. Poplar Bluff has the 5. They are 10-13. Sykeston is the 2. They are 22-3. North County has the 7. They are 8-16. Cape Central is the 3. They are 17-7. And Festus is the 6, sitting at 15-10. So Cape Central is really sneaky here. I do have Sykeston, though. They're my number 1 in Class 5. Their best win, I would say, was back on February 21st. They beat Jackson 81-58. They're scoring 78.8 points per game and allowing 51.8.
Yeah, I also went with Sykeston here, coached by Greg Hofade. I mean, they got a couple solid players here. Number 3, Trace Sadler, a center, catches lobs, runs well.
Going to SEMO.
Yep, and then the number 23 small forward, LeBron McRae. He's physically built and can take on pretty much anyone on the court. And I do want to go back here. They put Farmington, who is the 1 seed in Class 5 District 1, they played Sykeston earlier this year, and they actually beat Sykeston 81-74 and shot 46% from the field that game. But I just like how Sykeston looks athletically, and I think they're going to take on Farmington and beat them.
District 2, Webster Groves obviously is the number 1 there, 20-5. Pacific has the 8 sitting at 10-16. Lutheran South is the 4 at 14-10. Washington is the 5 at 18-7. Vianney has the 2 at 15-10. Rockwood Summit is the 7 seed. They are 11-13. St. Mary's the 3, 15-9. And Windsor Imperial has the 6. They are 17-6 this year. I've got 5 different ranked teams in this district, Austin. Led by 2 top 10 teams, number 2 Webster Groves and number 8 Vianney. I think that you're going to disagree with me here because this is one of the ones that you told me earlier, but I will take Webster Groves here. As I said, 20-5 this year, and I have them in number 2. Their best win was back on February 22nd when they beat Chaminade, who a lot of people thought was the best team in the state. I don't necessarily agree with that. They are still a great team, though. Webster Groves is scoring 65.2 a game and allowing 53.1.
You know, that's a good pick. Webster has a very solid player. What's his name?
Scotty Atkinson.
Yep, Scotty Atkinson. I think he dropped like 48 within 2 games, something like that on Instagram I saw. But this is where we're going to differ. I'm going to go Vianney here. I just do not see Luke Walsh going out first round in the district tournament. I just don't see it happening.
Right. District 3. This one is led by John Burroughs. They are 18-6 this year. Parkway Central is 4-22. They have the bottom seed. Hazelwood East is the 4, sitting at 18-7. Parkway North has the 5. They are 12-13. Westminster is the 2. They are 19-6. Riverview Gardens is 18-6. They have the 7 seed. Ladue is the 3. They have a 15-9 record and sitting at 8-17. Parkway West gets the 6th seed. I'm going to take Burroughs here. They're number 5 in Class 5 in my rankings. They beat Westminster back on January 31st by 15. Yeah, 61-46. They're scoring 64 a game and allowing 51. I've got Westminster at number 6 in Class 5, so literally one spot below Burroughs. I just think the Bombers can win this one.
Yep. So I originally had Westminster winning this district, coached by Dale Ribble. They only lost to Hickman by 3, lost to Webster by 2. But they just got to determine if they're going to be a really, really great team or just a good team. They have a great guard duo in J.D. Robertson and also Will Powers. But of course, I think last night they just lost to MICDS 47-46, and that kind of swayed me back to John Burroughs. That's who I'm going to take.
All right. District 4. This one is the worst district in Class 5. Holt is the 1 seed. They're 17-9. We've got McClure, who is winless. Warrenton is the 4. They are 11-13. North Point has a 5 seed at 3-22. McClure North is the 2, and they have a 9-12 record. Number 7 is Hannibal. They are 1-18. Fort Zumwalt South has a 3. They are 11-12. And Fort Zumwalt South is 2-23 this year. They have the 6th seed. This one's obvious. Holt should wipe the floor with these guys. If they don't, oh well, I guess. I had them at number 24 in the top 5 last week when I made those rankings. Best win was back on February 21st, 47-44 over Orchard Farm, who I have ranked pretty high in Class 4 and also winning a district. They're scoring 58.4 points per game and allowing 51.7.
Yeah, not much research done in this district. Elias just played McClure, and it was a slaughtering. So keep up the work, McClure. Hopefully you're a little better next season. I'm going to take Holt here, coached by Charles Arnold. They got a good shooting guard, players to watch out for. Number 10, Abhijit Ojua, and number 1, Rio Pettis for Holt. So I'm going to take the Indians here.
Another thing to point out there, Gabe Cunningham for Holt. He is going to North Dakota State for football.
Ooh, yeah, that's like the best, what is it?
Best FCS.
FCS college football program. So they gave Colorado a run for their money.
They did.
This year.
All right, District 5, this is your one. Rolla is the 1. They're 21-5. Marshfield is the 8. They're 2-23. Borgia, 18-7. They have the 4 seed. Camdenton sneaks with the 5 seed. They're 11-13. Jeff City has the 2, sitting at 18-7. Union has the 7 at 4-19. Your guys, the Elias Catholic Crusaders, are 3. They're 16-9. And Capital City gets the 6, sitting at 10-16. So I apologize. I got to take Rolla here. I mean, they're hosting. They played Jeff City. They played Jeff City really tough at JC, which is one of the hardest environments in the state. Like when Fleming Fieldhouse, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Fleming Fieldhouse.
When that gets rocking on a Friday night, it gets a little crazy. And I mean, Rolla came in on a Friday night, and it got a little crazy. And JC got a 2-point win, and now JC is on a massive slide right now. And they just lost to Cap City, who's 10-16, as we just said. And the big thing about it, if you contain Jordan Martin and you win rebounds, those are the 2 things. If you do those 2 things, JC's not going to win.
Yeah, if you take away second chance points from the Jays, they're done.
Yeah.
So that's what teams really need to focus on. Couple things I want to hit on. This is the most I'm going to yap. I don't blame you for taking you took Rolla, correct? Yeah, I don't blame you for taking Rolla. But I'm going to take the Crusaders here. And going back to your point on Friday nights, the Crusaders played Jeff City last year in the district tournament, as you might remember, and it was rocking, and that's when we lost to them. But I don't think that's going to happen again this year. Elias is currently on a 9-game winning streak, and we started off the season 1-5, and I think we're listed at 16-9 now. Some players to look out for: my man Logan Hillman, number 30, 14.4 points per game. And then Alex Schonhart, maybe one of the best shooters we have here in mid-Missouri, the number 11 senior, averaging 10.4 points per game, 42% from three-point range. Pretty solid. And then our big man, Alex Wood, registers in at 6'5", so not as tall as the normal centers, but he goes pound for pound with them, and he's great. So, yes, I'm going to take the Elias Catholic Crusaders in this district.
I didn't get to mention for Rolla, their best win, 73-65 over Battle back on February 4th. You guys also beat Battle by 6 points.
Yes, that's included in my major wins here real quick. Within this 9-game winning streak, we have beat Republic, in both football and now basketball. Quincy, Illinois, a very, very great high school out of Illinois. Cardinal Ritter, that was in the Central Bank Shootout. And then, like you said, Battle and possibly the Rockbridge Bruins tonight. Be there, James Reckers Fieldhouse, 7:30.
So Rolla scoring 66.1 points per game and allowing 52.1. Got to mention Borgia as well really quickly. I've got them at 13 in the top 25. They're 18-7, but I feel like they're just going to get a little lost in the sauce in this district.
I think so too. So.
District 6.
If it's anything like soccer, though, they might run right through every team.
Hey, maybe. All right, Central is the 1 seed. They are 15-8. McDonald is the 8. They are 5-20. Webb City has the 4. They are 13-12. They are hosting. Hillcrest is the 5. They are 15-10. Parkview is the 2. They are 15-10 as well. The 7 is West Plains. They are 12-14. Carl Junction is the 3. They are 17-8. And Willard is the 6, sitting at 12-14. I'm taking an upset here. I gotta do it. I'm going with Parkview. I got to see Central, and I mean they look good, but they're such a beatable team. Like
Yep.
Once you get their guy beast mode out of the paint, there's no defense inside. So I mean Nixa was absolutely killing them on the glass when Bryce was out on the perimeter when Nixa was taking their big man out because they're playing man. So when that happened, there was just like no defense being played. So that's my big thing. Parkview, they pushed Central to 2 overtimes a few weeks ago, ended up losing by 3 in second overtime to Central. It was on Parkview's court. This one now neutral site, and Parkview has film on what they need to do better the next time. So I will take the Vikings here.
Yes, I know you mentioned they're kind of battling with some injuries.
I believe so.
And that's why you put them above Elias in your rankings. Anyway, though, their all-time record against Central Springfield, talking about Parkview here, 20-7, and they have a 4-1 postseason record against them. But they're on a 4-game losing streak against Central Springfield, but I think they're going to snap that in this district tournament here. Give me Parkview.
So you mentioned the rankings. I had Parkview at 18, and then I had you guys sitting at 19. The big thing was the head-to-head earlier on in the season. I know you guys didn't have the starting 5, but
yes,
nonetheless, I would still have people in my comments saying, "Hey, what about the head-to-head?" And it's completely true. They beat you guys. They've had a lot of injuries. They're still playing one of the hardest schedules in Missouri. And yes, they're struggling a little bit. I'm not 100% certain if the injury talk is true that I saw, because I didn't really have a way to double check that. That's not like really public information. And when I listened to the podcast with you and Alex.
Check it out, Sarah Sports Recap on Spotify and on Instagram too. A lot of good clips. Back to you.
Yes, sir. Alex mentioned that he thought the losing streak at the start of the season was why you were so low, and that's 100% true. He hit it right on the head. Everything he said was completely what I was thinking. So now, if I were to put rankings out today, I definitely would have you guys up in the top. Probably 14, 13. So
I appreciate hearing that.
But yeah, at the moment last week, I was like, it's not 100% established because you guys, nonetheless still have 9 losses. It was a really rough start to the season. You guys have been working your way back.
It was a brutal start to the season, and everyone will tell you that. But we've bounced back. So, yeah.
All right, District 7. Raytown has the 1. They are 22-3. Warrensburg is the 8. They are 4-21. St. Michael the Archangel is 14-12. They have the 4. Belton is the 5. They are 12-13. Summit is the 2. They are 22-4. Ruskin is the 7. They are 5-18. Grandview with the 3, sitting at 14-10, and the 7-17 Raytown South Cardinals, I believe. They are 6th seed. I'm going to go with Raytown here. Summit Christian is hosting. Summit's a pretty good team this year, but I don't know, something about Raytown. I really enjoyed them this year. I've got Raytown at number 3 in Class 5. I've got Summit at 11. So it just feels right to take one of my top 5 teams.
Yeah, just scanning through their schedule here, a lot of impressive wins. I mean, they beat Kickapoo in their first game of the season. That's impressive enough. And as much as I would like to go with St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, no.
You did that last year.
Did I really? Can you put the clip of that?
I can try. I can try to find it.
Please chop that up and put it in there.
Okay.
But I'm also going to go Raytown. A lot of impressive wins, good record, and yeah, we're going to go Raytown.
All right. So Summit, as I said, sitting at the 11, being the host, is they're a pretty impressive team. But Raytown scoring 64.4 points per game and allowing 53.2. District 8, Winnetonka is the 1 there, 20-6. Smithville has the 8 there, 6-17. Lincoln College Prep has the 4 there, 14-10. Van Horn has the 5, sitting at 12-10. Kearney is the 2 there, 16-8. East KC is the 7 there, 12-12. Pembroke Hill is the 3 seed there, 13-3, or sorry, 13-13, I should say. And Platte County has the 6, sitting at 10-15. Give me Winnetonka here. They're 2-0 over Kearney this year. I've got them at number 9 Class 5. I've got Kearney at 16. Kearney's been losing though, so I would have them drop a little bit off of the 16. Winnetonka scoring 63.7 points per game and allowing 53.
Yeah, the 3 teams I want to hit on in this last district we go over here. Pembroke, they really rely on their 3 ball, and if that doesn't fall, they're not going to do much. So Pembroke, not choosing you. The Kearney Bulldogs, you interested me. Nice center, number 23, Andrew Way, I believe that's your name. He blocks almost everything when watching the film back on Huddle, and he can dunk, so that's a nice benefit. And they also have a nice point guard, number 0, Bradley Dole. He's got quick hands. And then for Kearney, defense really wins games for them, which I feel like you really want to see that going into district play. And the last team, of course, Winnetonka, I want to hit on. Point guard number 11, Derek Coleman. Shooting guard number 3, Jalen Craig. He's the shooter on the team. And then they also have another shooter, number 33. His name was not listed, but he can stretch it from way downtown. And then number 34, Antonio Fowler. He's just an all-around athlete. And it's tough, Winnetonka or Kearney. And, you know, I've got to somehow come back in our little matchup here in picks, so I'm going to go with the Kearney Bulldogs.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. So that's all we've got for today. Class 6 district predictions will be out tomorrow. As Austin said, go check out the Sayers Sports Recap over on YouTube and Spotify. This has been Missouri Sports Talk. See you next time.